Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be a video all about New Year, new beginnings, 2023. Now, I don't know about you, but after Christmas, a lot of people think, right, I'm going to set a New Year's resolution. I'm not a massive fan of New Year's resolutions. By all means, go for it and set one. What I actually prefer to do is pick a word, which is going to be my word for the year. So it's all about intentions more so than actual resolutions, because I think with resolutions they can be so time framed or so specific that if you don't achieve them, then sometimes you beat yourself up and you feel like a failure. An actual word to try and live by during that year can really drive you to do so many different things. So thinking about what you want to achieve this year, do you want to try any new hobbies as well, or do you want to get back into something that you used to do? There's so many different places where you can find inspiration and motivation, and I'll talk you through that in a minute. But first of all, what could your word be? So my word last year was fearless, and I definitely tried to live by that. I have lots of examples that I can give you, but it really needs to mean something to you. So anything that you think will get you a step closer to where you want to be in any aspect of your life. So gratitude is a good word, connection, family, love. You can literally go for anything. Fun, if you want to have more fun, if you want more intention in your life, if you want more accountability, just anything at all that is going to be your word for 2023. So let's have a look for some inspiration, and I'll show you the different places where I find it. One of my favorite things to do when I'm gonna kind of have like a fresh shiny week, or I really want to feel motivated or inspired, is I use a journal or I use a planner. So what I'm going to do is have a look through the Readly app. I've told you about Readly before. It's an online app with thousands and thousands of different magazines and different newspapers on there, and it's just a brilliant way of looking for inspiration and trying to find new things that's going to really motivate you. So you can actually try Readly completely free for 2 months, and you can cancel it at any time. After that, it's actually only £9.99 a month. So I don't know about you, but I definitely was spending way more than that on magazines previously. So there's magazines that I can read on there, magazines Chris can read on there, magazines the boys can read on there. It really is brilliant. So these are the ones that I'm using to drive my goals, if you like, for 2023. So I'll just show you what the app looks like on here now. So here's all the different magazines that I actually have under my content. But what you can actually do is go to Discover, which is on the home screen, and you can try and find some new magazines. So they're listed under categories, which makes it really easy. Or you can actually just go into the search engine and search for a specific magazine if you wanted to. Got the search here with all the different categories, newspapers here, and then my content. So these are things that I regularly like to look at. So these are like my favorites, if you like. So I do still like a bit of celebrity gossip. So I've got New Magazine on there, I've got OK Magazine on there, but I also have discovered this one recently called Healthy Child, and I think that is brilliant. You've got Grazia if you want fashion inspiration, or if you want home inspiration, then you've got that as well. And then you've got food, health, etc. So one that I find really inspirational is women's health, and you can go back through all the previous ones as well. So you're not just getting the most recent copy, you've got an archive there of all previous copies, which I think is brilliant. So I'm going to have a flick through and see what catches my eye. Straight away, there's a fantastic article here saying it's good to talk, and it's talking about the benefits of being more social. So your word could be social. So the fact that you're getting your feelings out, you're having a bit of a chinwag with your friends, grabbing a coffee, and just connecting more with those relationships and giving them a real purpose. Then this one is brilliant. This is about having a morning routine. So your word for 2023 could be routine. At the moment, you might find that it's a bit chaotic in the morning and it's throwing you off for your entire day. So you can actually look through this, and it's talking about the research that supports having a real good morning routine. Or there's one here about mindfulness and meditation. So maybe you want to become more mindful. So it's just brilliant. Next, I've gone into the health and well-being one, and I've come straight across a article basically about kind of looking at being a super helper, so basically like a people pleaser, if you like. So a really good word could be boundaries. So do you need to set more boundaries to protect yourself or to protect anyone else around you? There's case studies here about how to be more assertive and how a lack of boundaries can actually lead to exhaustion, resentment and self-criticism. And it talks about standing up for yourself and being more assertive, so that's a brilliant one. Another thing I like to do for inspiration or motivation is listen to podcasts. So you've got loads of different podcasts here. I'm doing that tends to be like if I'm drying my hair, I'll pop one on, straightening my hair, or if I'm at the gym. And these can really help you decide on what your word's going to be. And then if you've got another idea, such as get more fit, so you want to be fitter, say you're going to do some running or some walking. If you go onto Spotify and just type in running, you can get a whole playlist dedicated to motivating you with your new word, which is fit or exercise or run. Then the final thing that might work for you is having a journal. So you've got a couple of options. You can go into the App Store and you can get an online journal. So there's journals, there's diaries, there's different trackers and so on. So it depends if you want to plan, if you want to journal, if you're doing it for self-care, if you're doing it to put goals in, to reflect, that could be your word. A gratitude journal, you might want to be happier. So there's all these like guided journal apps that you can get, or you could obviously get a paper version, which I'll show you now. So I hope you enjoyed the video and it's given you lots of ideas of how to get motivated and inspired and what your word is going to be for 2023. Let me know in the comments down below what you're going to go for, and don't forget, go and subscribe to the Readly app and you'll get it completely free for 2 months and you can cancel it at any time. Enjoy, bye!